out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just want to be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Taylor. He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 3rd down, Taylor going deep here for Bryant. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 47 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A big welcome back here for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Johnson. And able to 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra spec.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He's going to get it running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
First down. Letting one go deep for Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Out to his left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now going to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw is Taylor on third down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And Rudolph has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Taylor on first down. He's got it to West on the dump off. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Taylor now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw his Carr. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nelson's first catch, good for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Carr to throw. Finds Roberts left side. Room to run inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Carr to throw on second down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. Spinning away. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He completes it to Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, Taylor lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Taylor. And the Raiders have got him. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Carr. And a right side completion here by LaFell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Carr going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to let this in go deep for LaFell. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down in the end zone. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Carr now to throw, eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Mebane, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The pressure gets to him again. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, spinning away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And some room to work. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Slow.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd and 2, now Taylor underneath for Johnson. 8 yards there on a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tank Carradine. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Taylor being chased out left. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Slow.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Man, it was fourth down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 right at the 30. Now Carr. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFau. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, Lynch. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Carr now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. 11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the give, this is Lynch. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Raiders, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move